In today's video, CHEVREUSE, a 4-star pyro character, polyarm user, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. In this video you'll find tips, talents explanations, artifact sets, weapons and more, so keep watching if you want to have the best CHEVREUSE in Genshin. CHEVREUSE is a healer, buffer and the buffer support for overload teams. This is her character investment and let's jump right into it. Let's see her active talents firstly. With the normal attack she performs up to 4 consecutive spear strikes, but as you would know, we don't need them as usual. With the elemental skill, CHEVREUSE quickly shoulders her musket and fires at her opponent, dealing AoE pyro damage. For a short duration after CHEVREUSE fires a shot, she will continuously restore HP to the active character. The amount healed is based on her max HP. If you hold the skill, she enters aiming mode, locking a target in her sight to fire a precise shot. If CHEVREUSE has an overcharged ball, then she will fire the overcharged ball instead, dealing greater pyro damage in a larger area. CHEVREUSE gains 1 overcharged ball every time a nearby character in the party triggers an overload reaction, and can have up to 1 overcharged ball at a time. With the ultimate, CHEVREUSE fires an explosive grenade at opponents with her musket, dealing AoE pyro damage. After the projectile hits, it will split into many secondary explosive shells. So basically, this will apply pyro on opponents, dealing pyro damage. The level priority is given firstly to the elemental skill, then ultimate and last normal attack. Let's have a look at her passive talents, the talents that make her the strong character and the captain she is. First one, when all party members are pyro and electro character and there is at least 1 pyro and 1 electro character each in the party, CHEVREUSE grants coordinate tactics to nearby party members, which will reduce the pyro and electro opponent's resistance by 40% if they are affected by overload reaction. The coordinate tactics effect will be removed when the elemental types of the characters in the party do not meet the basic requirements for the passive talent. So this means that you must use her in team with just pyro and electro characters to activate the effect. Next one states that after CHEVREUSE fires an overcharged ball using the elemental skill, nearby pyro and electro characters in the party gain 1% increased attack for every 1000 max HP CHEVREUSE has for 30 seconds. Attack can be increased by up to 40% in this way, so try to reach 40k HP to make the most out of this talent. And last, simply decreases sprinting stamina consumption for your own party members by 20%. Let's have a look at the artifacts options we can have on her. For 2-piece she can use 2-piece HP, Tennessee of the Mila Leaf and Borukasha Glow, 2-piece Pyro Damage bonus, Crimson Witch of Flames, 2-piece Energy Recharge, Emblem of Served, and 2-piece Healing bonus, Song of This Past, Ocean Youth Clam, and Maiden Beloved. For 4-piece, she can use Song of This Past, which grants a bonus in all types of damage active characters deals, and Ocean Youth Clam, which deals a physical distance of damage based on the amount of healing. The main stats for her are HP or Energy Recharge on the Sand Bearer Energy Recharge, HP on Goblet, and HP on the Circlet. The substats are HP percentage, Energy Recharge, flat HP, and the last one is actually free. Let's have a look at the weapons option we have on her. Generally speaking, if the weapon gives HP or energy recharge, is good for her. Skyward Spine for energy recharge, the effect is not the best for her, and unfortunately she doesn't have good 5-star options, but another one can be Engulfing Lightning, which has a better percentage of energy recharge. She gains more attack with the effect, which is not good for her as I said before, but it could be good if you have RC2. I will cover her Constellations soon. Then Staff of Oma, if you want to build her in an offensive way, more like a DPS, Staff of Oma gives a lot of crit damage and a nice buff in HP. This weapon is good for her if you have her Constellation. I'd not recommend you to build her with this kind of build if you don't have them. For 4-star options, fortunately we have more alternatives. The first one is Dialogues of the Desert Sages, which is her best in slot. It gives her HP and energy points. In other words, this weapon gives her all she needs. This weapon was obtained through the potion event in 4.5. If you don't have Dialogues of the Desert Sages, Rightful Reward is a great alternative. It kinda gives the same buff except for the lower HP percentage and the way the effect activates, but if you have Dialogues and you have to choose between them, Dialogues is better. Favonius Lens just for energy recharge. If you don't have Dialogues, then you can craft Rightful Reward and replace it with the Favonius. This is good just as a temporary option. Let's have a look at our constellations now. With the first one, when the active character with the coordinate tactic status triggers the overload reaction, they will recover 6 energy. This is really good for your rotation. Then, second one, after holding the skill and hitting a target, 2 chains will explode, dealing pyro damage equal to 120% of CHEVREUSE attack. Damage dealt is considered elemental skill damage. This one is weird since she doesn't scale on attack, but since you should always have her in pyro resonance. Then third one increases the level of the skill by 3. Next one, so after using ultimate, the hold mode of the skill will not go on cooldown when CHEVREUSE uses it. This effect is removed after you use the skill twice, so you can go with her ultimate and then skill twice. Fifth, increases the level of the burst by 3. And last, after 12 seconds of the healing effect from the skill, all nearby party members recover HP equivalent to 10% of CHEVREUSE max HP once. So you have the usual instances of healing and an additional bigger one in the end. Additionally, after a party member is healed by the skill, they gain a 20% pyro damage bonus and electro damage bonus for 8 seconds for a max of 3 stacks. So you can reach a total of 60% pyro and electro damage bonus. This is the absolute strongest one, of course, but she is still good at C0, so don't worry if you don't have it. For team comps, as I said before, she can play just in overload teams, so some examples are Raiden, CHEVREUSE, Bennett, and Sarah. In this case, I go with Raiden's E, then Bennett that triggers the overload reaction. Of course, I go with CHEVREUSE, Sarah, and then I start using all the ultimates, switching on Raiden with E and ulti as always. She didn't crit, but okay. Or also Chlorine, CHEVREUSE, Bennett, and Sarah. Okay, in this situation, I use Sarah to apply Electro on enemy, since using Chlorine would make us get in a situation where we don't have our elemental skill ready when we need them. Then I use CHEVREUSE elemental skill and use all the ultimates with Sarah, and then I switch on Chlorine ultimate and then E. With a pyro DPS, you can use Arlecchino, CHEVREUSE, Cookie, and Fischl, or Arlecchino, CHEVREUSE, Beidou, and Fischl. In first case, I start with Arlecchino's elemental skill, of course, then I use Fischl elemental skill, and then Cookie with elemental skill and burst, then I use CHEVREUSE elemental skill and elemental burst, and with Arlecchino charge attack to deal pyro damage. These are just examples, of course, you know you can use her with any pyro and electro characters. Just try to always have both electro and pyro resonances in your teams. And that's all you needed to know about our Captain CHEVREUSE. I hope this video came useful to you. Don't forget to leave a comment with your opinion of this incredible character. I remind you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I upload extra content of the character's build and mechanics. And thanks for watching. See you later. Bye!